Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I wanted to put together a few DIY fall crafts that you guys could do. They're a bit easier than my last couple videos, and you can do them with your friends or even your kids if you want to. They're a great group activity. Hope you guys enjoy. First, you're going to take a piece of paper and fold it in half. Then you're going to draw out half of a pumpkin shape. I've already drawn mine and I'm using it as a pattern. Draw as many as you can on the paper so that you can save paper. After you finish this step, you're going to cut out the pumpkin shapes. Make sure you cut them out carefully and one by one so that all of them are the same size and shape. This will make your pumpkin have a better finished project look. Then you're going to take all the pumpkins you've cut out, I'm just using 3 for an example, place them together almost like a book, and then put a piece of tape across the 2 pieces. Fold them together like the pages of a book and continue doing this process with all of the pieces that you have. You can see how they look like a 3D shape when you hold them out. And here's the finished product. For this project, you'll need scissors, a paintbrush, a hole puncher for the eyes of the owl, some glue. I use tacky craft glue, a toilet paper tube, and lots of different fun colors of scrap paper. So your first step is to make sure you take all the toilet paper off of the roll. Then you're going to press your thumb into about ½ inch of the top of the toilet paper roll and also press on the back until you get a crescent moon shape. And this shape will make the ears of the owl. And you're going to make just one side, cover one side of this toilet paper roll. First, take a rectangular piece of paper and cut out a wing shape. Measure it against your toilet paper roll to make sure it's to scale. And once you're happy with it, use that as your template to cut out your next wing. And they will mirror each other on the sides like this. So next you're going to take a white or light colored piece of paper and cut out a oval shape. Then you're going to cut a small triangle out of the middle of the top, and this will be the widow's peak of the owl's face. Next, you're going to take a darker color paper and you're going to trace that white oval onto it. Then you will roughly cut around that shape and make sure that you have enough space on the outside so that you can form the face shape as you like. Next, glue the white onto the darker paper and cut out the excess around the face until you're happy with the shape that you've created. I drew my inspiration from barn owls for this face shape, and that's the face and the wings. Next, you're going to take the different colored pieces of paper and cut them into triangles, small triangle shapes. These will form the feathers of the owl. And I like to use lots of different colors and textures, and I also have some metallic in there to give a little bit of shimmer and shine, but you can do whatever type papers you want. These are a little bit thicker. They're a special handmade paper that I use, but I also use some thin origami paper just to change up the texture a little bit. Once you're done, you should have various different triangle shapes. Then you're going to cover the front of your toilet paper roll with a bunch of glue. I used a paintbrush because it was easier to get it out of the tube that way. Then you will cover that glue with a base layer. This can be any color, but just something that will blend in. That'll give your project a more finished look. You're then going to cover that with glue and start layering the front of the toilet paper roll with the triangles with the skinny points facing down. This will give the appearance of feathers. and just overlap them as much as you need to and give it this effect. This part doesn't have to be perfect. Just use your imagination and layer as many different colors and textures as you want. And the more the better. It will look really amazing in the end. Make sure that when you're doing your layers, you put an ample amount of glue in between each layer, especially if you're using some stiff paper like I am. This will help the pieces to all stick together really well, and you'll have a good finished project. Also, for the glue that you use, make sure to use tacky craft glue and make sure that it dries clear. You don't want to see your glue on your finished project. And keep putting the feathers on there until you get to about an inch to the top of the crescent. You're then going to put some glue on the back of the wings and line that up with the top of your feathers. Now, my wings didn't want to stay on my toilet paper tube, so I used a little bit of Scotch tape just to keep them down while they're drying, and I ended up leaving it on there, but you can't even tell because it's so clear. And the last step is to put some glue on the back of the head and place that onto the finished project. The last part of the project is to give your owl a face. So for this next project, I found a bunch of leaves outside in some different colors. I got yellow, red, and some magnolia leaves. And I used a circle that I cut out of some cardboard for my form, and I'm just going to staple these leaves on there. You can also use a foam floral form, and if you're doing that, I would recommend using hot glue. But I just decided to use staples since I thought it would be faster, and I'll probably have to throw the wreath away once the leaves go dead. So then I'm just going to glue the red leaves that I found as my next layer. And for this glue, I'm using wood glue because I didn't have any hot glue, and it works a little better than tacky glue to keep the leaves on there. And it ended up working really well at the end of the project, holding everything together. So you're just going to work your way around the wreath and layer the leaves, trying not to have too many spaces on the outside edge. You want it to have a really uniform look, and just be mindful of the size of the leaves that you're layering to give it that finished project, almost store-bought look once you're done. The next layer is going to be yellow, and I've got some maple leaves and also some ginkgo that will go on the wreath. So just continue gluing the wreaths down in a circular motion, and this project is really fun for a group of friends, or even if you want to do it with your kids, take them out on a scavenger hunt and kind of have a contest of who can find them, the most brightly colored leaves, and then you can make the wreaths together and have a beautiful project hang in your home that you all had fun doing. Once you finish putting all the leaves on, I recommend putting a book or something heavy on top while it finishes drying, so that everything stays in place and you really get that finished project look, and you don't have to worry about any of the leaves falling off. Hope you guys loved this video. I am in love with this fall wreath and these adorable pumpkins. I can't wait to use these same techniques to teach you guys how to make some really cool Christmas ornaments in my next coming videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, guys!